forest friends, welcome back. Right, today we're going to be looking at a book called Bear Snores On. And we're going to be looking at this book and about what the bear is up to in this book, and having a think about the things that they cook and eat in this book. And we'll see if we can make some of our own. Bear Snores On by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. In a cave in the woods, in his deep dark lair, through the long cold winter, slept a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he slept through the day and he sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. A nitty-bitty mouse, pit-pat, tiptoe, creeps crawls into the cave from the fluffy white snow. Mouse squeaks, "Too damp, too dark, too dank." He lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And the hare hops in. "Oh, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Mouse slurps, wee slurps. Hare burps, big burps. But the bear snores on. A badger scuttles by, sniff snuffs the air. "I smell yummy yums, perhaps we can share." "I've bought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down and dig in." And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch. But the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night, what a storm," twitters wren, and everyone clatters in the great bear's den. They tweet and they twitter and they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Hare stokes the fire, a mouse seasons the stew. Then a small pepper flake makes the bear ka-choo! He blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. And the bear wakes up. Bear growls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. "You've sneaked into my lair and you've all had fun. But me, I was sleeping and I've had none." He whimpers and he moans and he wails and he groans. And the bear blubbers on. Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss, look see. We can pop more corn and we can brew more tea." Bear gulps and he gobbles and he sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. And when the sun peeks up on a crisp dawn, Bear can't sleep. But his friends snore on. Now, in this book, the bear is doing something that quite a few animals do at this time of year in winter. And I wonder if you know what that's called. That's So it's hibernation. So the bear hibernates. So he cuddles down for the winter and he stays there until it gets to springtime. So when animals hibernate for the winter, they will eat up, so they'll get nice and fat before winter time. So they'll gorge themselves through summer and autumn to make sure they've got lots and lots of food stores. And then when they hibernate, they will lower their body temperature, they will lower their breathing rate, and they will lower their heart rate. And this sends them into a sleep. And so they stay like that for months and months on end, huddled up, until it gets warmer and there's more food about. In the Bear Snores on, they pop corn and they brew tea. Now I've brought my tea with me in a flask today, so I've got some nice hot tea in here. But I thought maybe we could have a fire today and we can pop some corn. Okay, so I'm going to get that started now and get everything prepared, because when you're having a fire, the main thing you need to do is prepare yourself for one and get everything you need. Okay, so I've set up all the things I'm going to need for my fire. So I've cleared the earth here, so there's nothing underneath it. There isn't any other dry bits that could catch a light. And I happen to have some rocks around here, so I popped those bits of stone around just to make a barrier for my fire. And then over here I have got my sticks. So I've got my bigger sticks here, I've got my thinner sticks here, and I'll split those in so that we often say we have matchsticks, which will be sort of sticks this thin, and then we have little finger sticks, which are like these, and then we go to thumb sticks, which are like these ones. So we start off with our matchsticks, and then we'll place on our little finger sticks and then our thumb sticks. And I've also got a few bits of dry wood here that I have just split so that they will help me start my fire. I've got a bit of hay here as my tinder, and then over here I've got my fire starting kit. In one hand. And in here I have a few different bits. So I've got my fire starter, which is my flint and steel, and I often have cotton wool in here, sometimes with Vaseline, because that helps start and get my spark. And then I've got some char cloth here that I've made, which is just out of cotton, and then you put it in a tin with a hole in and put that over a fire, and it chars it like this. So it's quite brittle and it's black, but that's cotton, and that takes a spark really, really well. So I'm going to try and show you that now. Okay, so here's my piece of char cloth, like here, and this is my flint and steel. Okay, so you hold one in one hand, one in the other, and as you angle away from you, not flat, not straight up, angle it at 45 degrees, and you push, it will create a spark like that. And so I'm going to do that down here onto my char cloth and see if I can get a spark to take on here. There we go. And if you look, you can see that it's already taken there. And so that's nice and safe now. It's not too hot for me. I'm going to pop that inside my hay here, curl it around, and then blow.
so this is my popcorn pan. So it's just a basic pan with, it has a really long handle. It has another bit that can add on here. And then it has a lid that comes with it that fits on nicely so that the popcorn won't escape when it starts to pop. So I'm going to get a little bit of oil put in my pan just to stop it sticking to the bottom and burning. And then in here I have got my popcorn kernels. Close it like that. Okay, I'm going to pop a little bit more wood on my fire to keep it going. Now, to make fires, you can see there as I'm blowing on it, it flares up more. So we call it the fire triangle. There's three things we need. One is a spark, some heat at the start, so you need that heat. Another is fuel, so in this case I'm using wood. And thirdly, we need oxygen. So when I blow on it, I'm blowing oxygen and it flares it up. Right, I'm going to preheat my pan. Pop in a bit of the popcorn. Don't want to put too much because obviously it expands. Here it's sizzling. And we're about to start popping. That is the popcorn popping. Yeah, we can see just inside the white bits flying. We're about there. So if I tip it up the other way and pop that down there, here is my popcorn, and it is delicious. Now when I finish my fire, I obviously need to make sure I put it out so I make sure it's really, really safe. So first of all, I'm going to make sure that I've got rid of all the flames, and then I'm going to pop some water on it. I'll let it die out naturally, and then pop some water on it to make sure that none of these coals here could catch a light to any of the leaves and bits around and fly away. So I'm going to pop the water on it now. Now I've got my tea and my popcorn. I think it's time to show today's craft. So today I thought we'd make a diorama. Now a diorama is kind of like where you set a scene in something like a mini scene. So what I've got here is I've got a cardboard box. And so you'll need some kind of box, a shoe box. And we're going to do a winter diorama. So I've added a little bit of cotton wool already as if it's snow. And then I printed off some lovely little pictures of different wintry animals. So I've got some rabbits, bear, squirrel, fox and an owl. Okay. And then I've gone out and collected some different natural materials. So in here I've got some logs and sticks, some bits. I've found some bits of conifer and greenery and some of these little seed heads that look like trees. I've gone and picked up some leaves from on the ground, and I found a few little acorns and pine cones and even a little snail shell. And then I'm going to arrange these to make a diorama. So so finally we popped out the wildlife camera back behind me to catch some of the nocturnal animals. Of course we caught my 2 cats, Smudge and Tabby. They went through a few times. I'll pop those on there for you to see now. We also caught a few birds that hopped past, and quite excitingly we spotted a fox, and so I'll put those on there for you to have a look at now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!